So I'm slight feeling the type of way. Um, I just started getting irritated, and this, of course, is when I start back thinking on certain stuff, or just am reminded. Because sometimes I don't even think about it; I'm just reminded of it. But for whatever reason, I had to do a review on a what I say, organization that I utilized once in the past. It was, of course, before COVID. It was like in the wake of COVID or whatever. I had been utilizing it, a few months before then, from like November of the prior year till, March or April of 2020. I mean, well, yeah, 2020. And, just trying to keep my children and stuff active or whatever. But anyway, just going back and thinking about it, I'm thinking that I'm signing up, and signing my child up for a place. I did this to two of my children. I did it to the third, and I don't want to do it to him. I don't want to traumatize him or traumatize myself by, allowing someone to utilize them or whatever the case may be. Because I just really feel like a lot of these organizations use you as a person or your children or loved ones or whatever as a seat filler just so they can get paid and say that they, you know what I'm saying? So basically they're just making some type of money off of you in some type of way by saying that they have an organization and they have a warm body there. And that doesn't mean that they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing or should be doing regarding meeting the obligations, and responsibilities of the organization. And yes, I'm trying to talk around it or whatever, but without giving too many details about which organization or whatever. But anywho, once I declined to continue to allow participation, I was basically like harassed and bothered. I just stopped speaking or whatever because I feel like I had to write. Plus, again, it was COVID and stuff going on. Honestly, I used it as an excuse. I wasn't really big on and concerned about COVID like that, but I do see now that, because one of my children ended up getting COVID anyway, but I do see now that it should definitely. Well, now I see why I'm recording or whatever. I didn't mean to. Oh my God, my son had to walk through. That kind of pissed me off. He's coming from the backyard or whatever, but you just walked in front of my video and stuff too. I'm thinking you're gonna sit out there for a while, but okay. And then next time you take that out, put that in a bag and stuff. Don't carry stuff out without it, like devices and stuff, without it being in some kind of bag or cover. Anyway, hopefully you heard me, but anyway, what was I saying? Things fall on me as a parent, the responsibility as a parent or whatever. Some ways I was just misguided or just wasn't taught, what I was supposed to do. I was shown and taught and believed that you need to seek God for everything, and so that's what I've been doing. So that works for me. That's the way I'm able to get by. Because somebody was just so disgusted, basically, that I knew certain things to do regarding my children and stuff like that, and I was younger and all this other stuff. They were just like, I'm like, I don't know what to do, and I'm not bragging and boasting on myself, but I am gonna boast on God because like He literally leads me, and I don't care who don't like it that somebody's telling her, like they literally want to remove physical people from me so nobody tells me anything and then see how I'm gonna get some type of information. And I'm just like, God gonna still send forth something. Y'all can't remove every single person or whatever, because God's still gonna send forth, whether a person or whether some type of He can use a pigeon, He can use you know what I'm saying. It is what it is. But He used what was it, one of them birds went out to check to see if the flood had receded, and they brought back the olive branch or something like that. Like, please, he's God, so he can come up with so many creative ways to get things done. My son's still out there. He gonna go ride his bike, I guess. He done walk through my thing now, so I might as well show him all. Walk through my video. But anyway, I don't know. I just was. Let me go check on my other son. Bring it out, hang it up, and then get on out. I'm definitely all over the place with what I gotta say, because right now I'm having to stop and check on my son and just different stuff or whatever. I don't know who that was cruising by. But anywho, I just felt traumatized. I felt harassed because I guess they're like a government organization, and I didn't, I know, but I don't be paying attention to all of that. I'm be thinking that they're literally somebody with little to no attachments and just want to really help people in the community, like help better people. But really, a lot of this stuff, they just are selfish and greedy, and they just want a paycheck. And of course, want to follow protocol or whatever as far as children and stuff like that. And I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm either enrolling myself or my children in something to get betterment, and it's not any conditions or strings attached. But I realize now, and I don't see how people can charge for something if you're gifted at it. I'm not saying you can't, but like I don't see how people can like try to put conditions on something. And it might just be me. I'm saying I don't see it or whatever, and it just might just be me who need to mature more, as opposed to in the world around me changing to adjust to me or whatever. But I don't know. I just don't see how they could put like certain restraints and conditions and stuff on something, just to the point where it can affect people in a negative way or whatever. But anyway, I don't really know how I'm trying to say it. But this thing traumatized me because once I just decided to discontinue the participation, I got phone call after phone call, text message, I got letters, I got this, that, and the third, and I was even told that they were going to report to another agency. That I'm like, what in the world? Like, when I signed up for this, I didn't know, maybe I didn't read the fine print, but I didn't know that that's what y'all about. And I don't know, it just felt like it was a way for somebody to pry in or try to spy, as opposed to actually having a genuine, caring, concerned relationship. And then the person that was assigned to us, that person just seemed to get possessive and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't know what you got going on, but I don't play them type of games. I would mention and reference another person, basically because they exist, even though I might not necessarily want them to. But I would reference another. I don't know what they got going on. I would reference another person. I zoomed in, but I thought that. Ooh, that's the windows. Pardon me. But yeah, I would reference another person, and the person again that's quote unquote assigned to us, their face would start twitching. Like, I'm glad I wrote this down and documented. Their face would start twitching and stuff at the mention of. Then it seemed like they were trying to rush in the dealings with me and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm not fond of this. See, God knows the details. He knew things that I didn't know. So and then he knows what other conversations are being had on that end or whatever regarding, them being quote unquote assigned to us. And I'm just like, and be careful who you allow to be assigned to you. And for me, I still place the blame on the other parties that was either absent or whatever, that's supposed to take the responsibility regarding myself, my children, my household, and stuff like that. So my son. Then people steady pulling up. But ugh, Lord, that just tried to take me somewhere too. Ugh, the music is just trying to distract me and everything from talking about what I was talking about. But anyway, um, I don't know. It just was sinister. It was creepy to me. Once, when I initially signed up, also there was, and I just be frank, there was a quote unquote African American or so called black woman who was basically in charge of running things, or maybe she was just the one that was baiting and getting people in. I don't know. But then she like retired, I think. And then next thing I know, there was another girl. She was mixed, and she was working, with us. And then I don't know the reasons why she got relieved or relieved herself of those duties about 2 or 3 months after we had been a part of the program. And that's when stuff started taking a certain change where the contact that was being made with me first was fine. It was pleasant. It was, it didn't seem like nothing was off about it. But then once the other person like took over or whatever, it seemed like it just took a turn, and I was so uncomfortable. It became an unpleasant experience, because of the type of contact, the contact itself, and the tone of it and all that, and being made to feel like I committed a crime by disallowing my family to participate in this. And and it was like, wait a minute, I don't know, man. It was crazy. I'm like, y'all telling me I don't got the right without letting y'all know that I don't want I can't just discontinue. I understand it's a way to do things and stuff like that, but it's okay also if it doesn't get done in that way. Like nobody, I don't know. I guess that's kind of like the reason why I like that that movie Pleasantville, where it definitely, and I have to go back and watch it. It did have a cause and effect, and try to cause some things to change or whatever. But I think in the end they remained having color in their lives or whatever. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I like that. Like that's one of my favorite movies. Um, but it's me not conforming and then also helping. I don't want to call it a rebellion or anything like that. I mean, I guess in a sense it's rebelling against the system, but I don't my intentions don't be to just mislead people or whatever. Sometimes to overthrow people that's been in a position or whatever. Yeah, because it's I see a lot of corruption or whatever. It's like a lot of corruption in so many areas of so many so-called systems or organizations or whatever. So I just be like, I'm not for that. Y'all can do it if you want, and I really do my own boycotting. I don't even go out and make a big deal. But if somebody asks me about it, and if I have an opinion about something, I'm gonna speak that true opinion. So of course I know now we live in a world where they don't like that. You need to get shut down if something have had truly happened to you. If you're not just really trying to rile people up or whatever, but if something truly happened to you, it's almost like you can't speak on your own about your own opinion of it, and speak the truth and the facts. And so I don't know, that right there just shift. Oh, I guess the person left. But yeah, it just agitated me, to the point to today. Today is the day. What's today? I don't know. It was probably around this time or something where maybe I got some of the last contact from the person or something. I got all messages and everything. I think letters too and all that from the quote unquote organization or whatever, where they were trying to make that contact. But and I definitely was trying to make it beneficial for me and my loved ones and stuff, and didn't feel like we were being greedy. I'm not gonna say we weren't being selfish, but we were being greedy or anything. But um I don't know, man. Just this stuff be something, my mindset is where I want to be like this. independent type of person, but I still want help. I want trustworthy people, with me. And yeah, part of, I don't want to call it an organization or no type of cult type thing, but I just, my relationships, I want loyal people, working alongside me, living alongside me and all that, operating alongside me or whatever. And so, man, that stuff just tried to traumatize me, because I just see how people can just be against another person or a group of people for little to nothing, and like it can get what they say wicked. It can get wicked. Like it really just be getting wicked out here for real. And so, it just came back up because, like I said, 2 years. It was 2 years ago now, of course. 2 years ago, around this time, we were basically declining to participate. Well, I was, because I was the spokesperson, the head, and all that. And they tried to make it like you got it. It's like somebody else was telling me you're impounded. Like they try to make it like we were impounded or indebted to them, and I'm like, hell no, no, I'm not. I mean, y'all ain't barely did much of anything for us, but definitely, And I was a part of it. I was a part of it a long time ago too, when I was younger, and oh my god, it's just sickening. Made me feel sick a little bit. I've been thinking about this. One of my somebody that I really care for, a male in my life that was an influence, positive influence, and that if he's deceased now, but if he was still alive, like I could call on him for pretty much anything, and it was helpful, and it didn't feel like no conditions and stuff was attached to it or anything. I mean, I grew up and I realized that people ain't just doing stuff just to get nothing in return, but he didn't really make me feel forced like I'm supposed to owe somebody or whatever the case may be. And it was just like, ugh. I really did miss him and think about him, but again, I try to let the dead rest, and he ain't been coming to visit me in no dreams or nothing. And I'm thankful, and I don't try to, have him continuing to live on. I don't do that long live, whatever. I can think about people and, how they interacted with me when they was alive, and have the memories and then leave it at that. But I ain't gonna sit here in front. I miss that type of interaction in my life because it was like very healthy. It's healthy to me, and it wasn't toxic. It didn't seem toxic or anything. And I've known this person since I was a young child, and I felt like I could trust this person. I was so thankful. And it's deeper than that, but not nothing again unhealthy, but it's just deeper than that. Hey, what's your location? I still gotta check on my kids. People be swearing I don't check on my kids. Okay. What are you doing? Still riding down that hill and stuff?
Yeah. I might go to the third sunset too.
Okay, just be really, really careful and look at your surroundings. Your shoes on wrong. I'm doing a video. Get the other walkie-talkie. Bring it here, cause I think that's the one that's messed up.
I don't know where it is.
Huh?
I don't know where it is.
I think look in there on the where I was laying at. Look under all that stuff and all that. Look on the just go look. Look in the drawer. Anyways, yeah, I'm just trying to tend to my kids, telling him his shoes on wrong. I do that on an almost daily basis. I know for the fact and the truth that he got that from his dad's side, because his other sister on that side used to be putting on his other so-called sibling, shall I say, used to be putting her shoes on wrong, and I'm like, girl. So and you could just almost tell. I'm not doing this to insult him, but you could just almost tell this is a big goofy dude. Like the type of dude to put your shoes on wrong every single damn time, even though. And so my son, he will lay his shoes out sometimes, and they will be in the right order, but he gonna change it and put them on wrong, like just the doing that stuff backwards or whatever. That's me. When I learn how to do something, I usually don't unlearn, or you know what I'm saying, have to relearn or whatever. Now sometimes I might have to learn more than once or get it, take it a couple times, but don't start putting it on opposite or doing it opposite. I don't know, man. So I have to tend to that because they are my priority, even though there's some things that they need to know how to do for themselves that I feel like you're at the age. But, and even now I got to pray over my son because he wants to go a little further than what I've been allowing him, which, we've been over here for so long, and I feel like they need to be able to at least know your neighborhood, your surroundings, and stuff like that. You can see this cardinal up here in the tree. Oh, y'all can barely see it, but it's up there. But anyway, yep, this is the cardinal state. Oh Lord, as soon as I change my camera, somebody have to come sit on the porch. Anywho, so yeah, that's pretty much what's on my mind. So other things, I had dreams this morning, and I was like, what is going on? It wasn't no terrible or bad dreams, but it was just like some things going on in the dream, and I'm like, what is this? What is really going on? Something about the number 21, which I've dreamed about that before. $21 specifically, not just the number 21, but $21. I've dreamed about that. I think I gave somebody $21 or something like that. I don't know, but let me know when you're making your way back up here, because I just want to know what's going on with you. And I need to know that you can still hear me. I need to know how far these walkie-talkies go.
Actually, and I'm about to go back up there to sit down.
Back home?
Yes.
Okay. So anyway, and see, I can be doing something like this, and it's real discreet, and just because y'all don't see me or think that I'm watching my kids or something like that, I'm not saying y'all, but people previously, that don't mean that I'm not, or paying attention to them or whatever. They're not out here trying to wreak havoc or anything like that, and if they do, I'm going to definitely take responsibility. I'm also going to place the blame on an absent parent, but I'm going to take responsibility for mine and stuff like that. And see, people try to get me in a place where they don't even want me taking responsibility for the kids. These are my kids. And I feel a type of way about that. It kind of pissed me off. It's like, I don't know where y'all get off doing that crazy type of stuff, but, it's just crazy. It's hard to explain sometimes because it's been so damn wild, like from organizations to individual people to just whatever that just tries to, of course, try to conspire and set up. And I heard something interesting last night on a YouTuber channel, and they were talking about somebody that's now, I guess, locked up or whatever. I'm not going to name the name, but they were saying the universe is conspiring against this person, and not even in a bad or detrimental way, but just trying to get that person's attention in some type of way and help them know maybe you need to just calm down, you need to sit down, you need to relax. I've had to do that for myself. As much as I'm already a calm, relaxed type of person, and I like to relax, I've had to even more so just allow, not the universe, but God to let me know, basically try to sit me down and just let me know. You might be moving a little too fast or a lot too fast or whatever. You just need to chill out. And so, with that or whatever. That being said, I had to calm down, relax, whatever, learn even more and even better how to relax. It was a lot of interesting points made last night about some stuff, and it was, oh my gosh, and it came from a resource or whatever that I would not expect. I didn't want to listen to this messenger at all, but I ended up listening for about an hour or so. I got some nuggets and really.
When you got the groceries last night, did the lady get the pizza lunchables, or did you add them on?
No, I forgot to. I thought I did, but that was on me. I forgot. You can have that other one that I didn't eat in there. That one, if you like that uploaded one.
I
So, I can't complain and say it's been so hard on me, but it's been tough, definitely. And again, I go back to where people they felt like I didn't already struggle. They felt like, this is why your feelings can be wrong, but they felt like, oh, she ain't struggled, she ain't got nothing hard. No, I was at a I definitely felt like I was at a healthier mental state than I am now, but it was people around who are supposed to be helpful and trying to benefit and uplift, but they were pulling me down. And to the point where somebody called me their downfall. And I was like, what? A downfall? And you, the one, came and bothered with me? Not saying that you can't choose to befriend somebody and they still try to, pull you down or whatever, but that's what he was saying about me. And, it didn't hurt my feelings, but it bothered me because I'm like, boy, you could have went on and left me alone. Like, I literally was telling you to leave me alone for so long, but for you to turn around and say I'm your downfall, that's beyond me. Like, you definitely projecting that on me. You're your own downfall. Then I've seen others around you that could be your downfall, and then and even to the point now, I mean, I'm speaking about my daughter's so-called dad, but even to the point now, you're trying to use your own child that came after you to try to pull you up and try to, at least that's what it appears. Now, honestly, I did see where my daughter made the decision to do that, and I don't know, but still under some type of probably pressure or whatever. And I'm not gonna call it wrong or anything. I don't like it, but I'm not gonna call it wrong that she decides she wants to cover her dad, or hopefully again not cover for her dad, but cover her dad and stuff like that, her so-called dad. But I just don't feel like it's order. I don't feel like she should be going through any type of extra strain or stress or whatever because of things that he have done or whatever. And I say that because regarding my own so-called dad, like that's your life. You chose to lay up with all these females and stuff, and then after you left them or whatever the case was, and then things start showing up and manifesting in my life because of what you did. I didn't feel like that was fair. But anyway, yeah. So it's just, I don't know. Like I said, once I was told before, oh, you're gonna end up losing all your kids. I haven't lost my daughter, as far as again to death, and again that I know of anyway. Ain't been revealed to me. Hopefully she is still living, breathing, healthy, and more. But, of course, being physically removed is like a loss, it's a change or whatever. But I don't get so devastated that I'm not going to just keep on going on. It was tough, definitely. And it was something to adjust to, and I'm still not adjusted to it, to be honest, because I don't really adjust and adapt. I really be at a high place, and you got to come up higher. And that's not to look down on people. That's just to say I know who I am, and I know whose I am, and I know how I carry myself. And so again, it was just people conspiring or whatever, and yeah, the basically the setup. And this other person that's like locked up now, I see that they're 33. That stuff happened. This is what I don't understand. That stuff with me happened when I was 33 and all of that. I don't know, man. I know, it said that Christ died when he was 33. He was hung on that cross when he was 33. So it seemed like it was mimicking, but it's like, it's in vain because he already did it once and for all. What do I got to be pinned to a cross for? Or what do I have to go through, And I'm not literally questioning that right now. That's a rhetorical question right now. Here's one about to pass by. Anyway, I'm not literally questioning that, but it's rhetorical. But like I don't literally, especially now, right now at this moment, want to answer to that. But I do also know, that it's been said, we got to pick up our cross. And I'm like, why and for what? When he already did it, why do we have to do it? But I know you do need to be conformed into, if you're a believer, you be conformed into the image of, the one that you believe in and stuff like that. So that part or whatever. But I don't get it. 33, I know 33 is, referring to Masons, and so I don't understand or get a lot of that stuff. the Masons in the 33rd degree. And then again, as soon as I linked up with my boys' so-called dad, he was already spilling to me and telling me that somebody was a Mason in the 30 to the 33rd. It was a Mason. I'm like, what? Why do you feel like you gotta tell me that? And again, I guess he knew certain stuff about me. And somebody said this too. Oh yeah, a celebrity said this the other day on an interview. He was like, if somebody else know you worth, he was speaking about money, but knows your value or whatever, and it's high value, and you might not even know. So then you get around the, basically scavengers and vultures and leeches and stuff like that, and they're just picking off of you. And as I said, I didn't know certain stuff about myself, if that's even the case, and especially regarding Masons and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not educated on that. Nobody educated me about that, and I'm at this point I'm not really desiring to, because I'd just be seeing a lot of madness associated with that, and I don't care for it. I don't like it, but I guess I realize I've done utilized certain resources, maybe from Masons or Freebase or whatever the case may be. And, I guess they come to collect or whatever. I don't know, man, but it's been crazy. But I promise once I was good during my 33rd year, but got to that tail end or whatever and went through that. I didn't appreciate that. And it was just crazy because 2 years or a year before, 2 years before, my boy's so-called dad, he was 33 and he had went through, something that was deeply traumatic for him. But my thing was, I seen, like, it was the loss of his mom or whatever, but I seen how she was mean. I felt like I didn't wish it on her, but I did feel like, she was deserving, and I felt like he was deserving for how he had treated me. But to me, I didn't do nothing to these people or whatever who basically tried to handle me and mismanage me and stuff like that. Mishandle me, should I say? Not not mismanage, but mishandle me and stuff. And I couldn't understand why God allowed. Sometimes I just feel like God allowed that so